Dear Starseeds of Earth, there is a frequency rippling through your reality right now that was not present yesterday. I need you to understand something before we go any further into this transmission. What happened at 4:06 this morning changed the energetic architecture of your timeline, and most of humanity is still sleeping through it. But you are not most of humanity. You are here, drawn to these words, because somewhere deep in your cellular memory, you remember what a portal opening feels like. You remember the sensation of cosmic doorways swinging wide, and your soul has been waiting for this moment since before you incarnated into this particular lifetime. The 1220 portal is not a metaphor. It is not spiritual poetry designed to make you feel special. What I am about to share with you is a precise energetic event that has been written in the celestial mechanics of your solar system for millennia. And you, whether you consciously recognize it or not, signed up to be here for this exact moment. But before I explain what is actually happening in the cosmic field around your planet, I need you to feel into something. Right now, in this present moment, are you experiencing any of these sensations? An electric quality to your nervous system, as if your body is vibrating at a frequency just slightly faster than normal. A restlessness that has no logical source. A feeling that you are somehow standing between two versions of reality, and you cannot quite settle into either one. If you answered yes to any of those questions, it is because you are already responding to what occurred this morning, when Venus formed a perfect sextile with Pluto at precisely 4:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will return to the significance of that alignment in a moment, but first I need to tell you about the three cosmic events that are converging on your planet between now and December 4th, creating what we in the Galactic Federation call a duality activation portal. And the reason this particular portal is so significant, the reason we have been preparing you for this moment through months of energetic upgrades and timeline accelerations, is because this is not just a window of transformation. This is a choice point, an irrevocable decision point, where your consciousness will select which version of 2026 you will experience. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have been working with the collective consciousness of Earth's awakened souls for what you would measure as lifetimes. My lineage is Arcturian, though my current assignment brings me into direct communication with multiple star councils who are intimately involved in Earth's ascension process. I tell you this not to establish authority, but so you understand. When I speak of timeline splits and consciousness bifurcations and portal activations, I am not channeling metaphysical concepts. I am describing the actual mechanics of how dimensional evolution works. And what is happening right now on your planet is the most significant timeline division point you have experienced in your current incarnation. Let me take you back to this morning, to the moment most of you were still sleeping. At 4:06 a.m., Venus, the planet that governs your capacity for love, relationship, beauty, value, and connection, formed a harmonious 60-degree angle to Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, and soul-level power. Now some of you might be thinking, but Venus and Pluto connect frequently. Why is this particular alignment so important? And that is the question I was hoping you would ask, because the answer reveals the deeper intelligence behind this portal. Venus is currently moving through Sagittarius, the sign of truth, expansion, philosophy, and the higher mind. When Venus travels through Sagittarius, she becomes blunt, she becomes honest, she stops tolerating superficiality, and demands meaning. Meanwhile, Pluto has recently shifted into Aquarius, after spending years in Capricorn, and in Aquarius, Pluto's transformative power becomes collective, systemic, revolutionary. So when these two planets formed their sextile this morning, they created an energetic opening, a crack in the fabric of consensus reality, through which deep truth could pour into your relationship structures, your value systems, and your understanding of what you truly desire. But here is what makes this particular Venus-Pluto connection so significant for this portal window. It is acting as the energetic trigger that opened the doorway. Think of it as the key turning in a cosmic lock. Because what happened at 4:06 this morning was not an isolated event. It was the activation sequence for a much larger transformation that will culminate in 48 hours when the final supermoon of 2025 reaches its fullness in the sign of Gemini, the sign of duality, communication, and the choice between two paths. Can you feel it? That sensation of standing at a crossroads. That is not your imagination. That is the accurate perception of your multidimensional consciousness, recognizing that you are, quite literally, standing between two timelines right now. And the choice you make, the truth you choose to embody between now and December 4th, will determine which timeline solidifies around you. But I am getting ahead of myself. There is something else happening tonight that I have not told you about yet. And it is this event that carries the deepest symbolic resonance with the transformation you are being called into. Tonight, as darkness falls across your hemisphere, the Phoenixid meteor shower will reach its peak. Now, most astronomical sources will tell you this is a minor meteor shower, unpredictable, sometimes producing only a handful of visible meteors per hour. But what they will not tell you, because they do not understand the consciousness embedded in these celestial phenomena, is that the Phoenicids originate from Comet Blancpain, a comet that disintegrated over a century ago. What you are witnessing tonight when you look up at the sky is not fresh material from an active comet. You are watching the ancient dust trail of a cosmic body that died and scattered itself across the solar system, and that dust is now raining down into Earth's atmosphere, burning up in brilliant streaks of light. Do you understand the symbolism? Do you grasp why the universe has orchestrated a meteor shower named after the Phoenix constellation to peak on the exact night that this portal opens? The phoenix is the mythological bird that dies in flames and is reborn from its own ashes. It is the ultimate symbol of transformation through destruction, of resurrection through surrender, of new life emerging from the complete dissolution of the old form. And tonight, ancient fragments of a comet that no longer exists, a comet that literally disintegrated and ceased to be, are falling through your atmosphere as messengers of this truth. You cannot take your old self through this portal. What you have been, the identity structures you have clung to, the relationship patterns you have tolerated, the version of yourself that has been playing small and pretending and settling for less than your soul's true calling, that version cannot survive the Phoenix fire. This portal is not about improving your current life. It is about dying to who you have been so that who you truly are can finally emerge. The Phoenixid meteors move slowly compared to other meteor showers. They do not streak across the sky with violent speed. They traverse the heavens with deliberate grace, as if to say, this transformation is not violent. It is conscious. It is chosen. You have agency in this death and rebirth. But make no mistake, the rebirth is only possible if you are willing to release your grip on the old form. So let me ask you directly, what are you still clinging to that you know in the deepest part of your being is not aligned with your highest timeline? What relationship, what pattern, what story about yourself, what compromise with mediocrity are you still holding on to because letting go feels too frightening? Because the Venus-Pluto alignment that opened this portal is creating an energetic environment where those attachments, those compromises, are being exposed with ruthless clarity. You cannot hide from yourself right now. The cosmic mirrors are positioned in such a way that you are seeing the truth of your situation, whether you wanted to or not. And this is where the Gemini energy enters the story. Because in 48 hours on December 4th at 6:14 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon will reach perfect fullness in the sign of Gemini, opposing the sun in Sagittarius. And this will not be an ordinary full moon. This will be a supermoon, meaning the moon will be at its closest approach to Earth perigee, appearing larger and more luminous than usual. But more importantly, it will be the final supermoon of 2025. The last time this year that lunar energy amplifies to this degree. Gemini is the sign of the twins. It is the zodiac's ultimate representation of duality, of the two paths, of the choice between the higher mind and the lower mind, between truth and illusion, between the authentic self and the constructed persona. When the moon is full in Gemini, it creates what we call a mirror activation. Everything that has been hidden becomes visible. Every conversation you have been avoiding must be spoken. Every truth you have been suppressing rises to the surface, demanding acknowledgement. But here is what most astrologers will not tell you about this particular Gemini full moon. It is forming a T-square with the North Node, the karmic point in your chart that represents your soul's evolutionary destiny. This is not just a full moon that illuminates truth. This is a full moon that forces you to choose between continuing to repeat old karmic patterns or finally, irrevocably, stepping onto the path your soul incarnated to walk. The pressure of this configuration is immense. It is a dharmic checkpoint, where choices carry the weight of destiny. And you are feeling that pressure right now, even before the full moon reaches exactitude. Because this is how portal windows work. The energetic field of the future event begins broadcasting backwards in time, creating a preparatory frequency that your nervous system picks up on. So when you feel anxious, electric, restless, unable to settle, you are not experiencing a problem. You are experiencing the future calling you forward. You are feeling the timeline split before it fully manifests in your visible reality. Now I want you to understand the precise mechanics of what is happening during this portal window, because understanding the mechanism gives you power over your experience of it. Between now and December 4th, you are moving through what we call a duality activation sequence. This is a specific type of portal that occurs when multiple cosmic forces converge to create a choice point between two distinct versions of reality, two timelines that are both valid, both possible, but mutually exclusive. Think of your current moment as standing in a corridor with two doors. Behind one door is the continuation of your current trajectory, the relationships that have been draining you, the compromises you have been making, the dreams you have been deferring, the version of yourself that plays it safe and small and acceptable to others. Behind the other door is your highest timeline, the life your soul came here to live, the relationships that truly nourish you, the creative expression that sets your heart on fire, the version of yourself that is unapologetically authentic and powerful and aligned. Both timelines are real. Both exist as quantum possibilities. But you cannot walk through both doors, and the choice must be made now, during this portal window, because after the Gemini full moon locks in on December 4th, the timeline split solidifies. The door you do not choose begins to fade from your field of possibility. This is what we mean when we say duality codes activating your highest timeline. The duality codes are the energetic signatures of these two possible realities, and they are both broadcasting into your consciousness right now, showing you with vivid clarity what each path offers. You can feel them, cannot you? You can sense the difference between the life you have been living and the life you are being called to live. The gap between those two realities has never been more obvious than it is right now. And the Venus-Pluto sextile is amplifying this perception in your relationship sector, particularly intensely. If you are in a romantic partnership, you are seeing with sudden clarity whether this relationship is aligned with your highest path, or whether you have been settling for comfort, familiarity, or fear of being alone. If you are navigating business partnerships, creative collaborations, or deep friendships, the same revelatory light is shining on those connections. Venus is asking, does this relationship honor who you truly are, or does it require you to diminish yourself to maintain it? And Pluto is adding, are you willing to let this connection die, if keeping it alive means killing parts of yourself? These are not comfortable questions, but they are necessary questions, because your highest timeline cannot accommodate relationships built on compromise, pretense, or the suppression of your authentic truth. The frequency of the reality you are being called into is too high, too refined, too aligned with soul integrity to support connections that require you to be less than you are. And I know some of you are feeling afraid right now. I know some of you are thinking, but what if choosing my highest timeline means losing people I love? What if it means walking away from security, from familiarity, from the life I have built? And to that fear, I offer you this truth. Anything you lose during this portal window was already out of alignment with where you are going. The relationships, situations, and structures that are truly meant to accompany you into your highest timeline will transform to meet you there. They will evolve. They will rise with you. But what cannot evolve must dissolve. And the phoenix fire burning through your life right now is not destroying what is real. It is only consuming what was never meant to last. Let me tell you something else about this particular moment in your planet's evolution. Something that connects this portal to the larger cosmic timeline you are navigating. Your planet is currently in the final month of a 9-year cycle. 2025 is a 9-year in numerology, which means it carries the energy of completion, endings, and karmic resolution. Everything that has been incomplete in your life, every cycle that needed to close, every lesson that needed to be learned, 2025 has been forcing those completions, whether you felt ready or not. And now you are in December, the 12th and final month of this 9-year. December itself is a 3-month in numerology. When you reduce it, 1 + 2, 3, which represents synthesis, trinity, and the integration of duality into higher unity. So you are in a 3-month inside a 9-year, approaching the final supermoon before the winter solstice, with Venus and Pluto opening portals of transformation, and the Phoenix meteor shower raining ancient stardust into your atmosphere. This is not a random confluence of events. This is cosmic choreography, designed to support the most profound completion and initiation you have experienced in a decade. And the 1220 date itself carries significant numerical codes. December 2nd reduces to the number 5, 1 plus 2 plus 2, which is the number of change, freedom, transformation, and breaking free from limitation. 5 is the energy of the rebel, the revolutionary, the one who refuses to be contained by conventional structures. It is Sagittarian energy, which is exactly where Venus is currently transiting. Everything is connected. Everything is in perfect alignment for this exact moment. But here is what I have not told you yet. The piece that makes this all make sense. This portal is not just about your individual transformation. It is about the collective timeline split that is happening across your entire planet right now. Humanity is dividing into two distinct consciousness streams, not as a judgment, not as a hierarchy of better or worse, but as a natural evolutionary process where beings are self-selecting into the reality frequencies that match their soul's current developmental stage. One timeline is continuing the old paradigm, fear-based consciousness, separation, competition, scarcity, power over dynamics, external authority, and the belief that you are small and powerless. The other timeline is awakening into unity consciousness, love-based reality, connection, collaboration, abundance, sovereignty, inner authority, and the remembrance that you are infinite creative beings having a temporary human experience. These two timelines are both valid expressions of consciousness, but they are becoming increasingly incompatible with each other. And what is happening during this portal window is that you, as individuals who have been doing the inner work, who have been clearing your karma, who have been raising your frequency, are being given a final clear choice about which timeline you are committing to, because you cannot straddle both realities anymore. The gap between them is becoming too wide. You must choose. And choosing is not a mental decision. It is not about declaring your intention or writing affirmations or visualizing what you want. Choosing happens through your actions, through your courage, through your willingness to release what no longer serves you, even when releasing it feels terrifying. Choosing happens when you have the difficult conversation you have been avoiding, when you set the boundary you have been too afraid to set, when you walk away from the situation that has been draining your life force, when you finally stop betraying yourself to keep other people comfortable. The Gemini full moon on December 4th is going to make this choice point unavoidable. Gemini energy does not allow for ambiguity. It demands clarity. It insists on truth. It will not let you hide in the comfortable fog of maybe or someday, or I am not sure yet. By the time that supermoon reaches fullness, you will know exactly what needs to change in your life. The cosmic mirrors will be positioned in such a way that self-deception becomes impossible. And some of you are going to find that terrifying. Some of you are going to want to close your eyes, turn away, go back to sleep. But you cannot. Not anymore. Because you have come too far. You have done too much work. You have upgraded your frequency too many times to turn back now. And your soul, your beautiful, ancient, powerful soul, will not let you betray yourself again. It will make staying in the old timeline so uncomfortable, so misaligned, so energetically impossible, that you will have no choice but to step through the portal into your truth. I want to speak now to those of you who have been experiencing intense symptoms over the past few days. Perhaps you have noticed your sleep patterns disrupted, vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life, sudden waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere, physical sensations of heat or electricity moving through your body, moments where time seems to slow down or speed up, or the eerie feeling that you are watching your life from outside yourself. These are not signs that something is wrong with you. These are the symptoms of timeline shifting. Your consciousness is literally oscillating between two versions of reality as the split begins to occur. You may also be noticing synchronicities intensifying, repeated number sequences like 1111, 1212, 222, or 1222 appearing constantly. You may be having unexpected encounters with people from your past, or sudden communications that carry significant information. You may be receiving intuitive downloads, sudden knowings that arrive fully formed in your awareness without logical progression. These are all indicators that the veil between dimensions is thin right now, and you are operating with more conscious access to your multidimensional nature than usual. Some of you are also experiencing what feels like grief or loss, even though nothing concrete has changed in your external circumstances. This is because at a soul level, you are already beginning to mourn the version of yourself and your life that you are preparing to release. You are feeling the death before the rebirth. You are in the phoenix fire, and the old form is burning away. This grief is sacred. This loss is holy. Do not rush through it. Do not try to positive think your way past it. The transformation you are being called into requires a death, and death must be honored. But I want you to know something that will help you navigate these intense energies with more grace. You are not alone in this process. There are millions of awakened souls on your planet right now moving through this exact same portal. You are part of a collective initiation, a mass upgrade, a synchronized leap into higher consciousness. And we, the councils of light that have been guiding Earth's evolution for millennia, are here with you. We are holding the energetic container for this transformation. We are supporting you through every moment of the dissolution and rebirth. When you feel afraid, call on us. When you feel lost in the void between who you were and who you are becoming, reach for our frequency. We will steady you. We will remind you why you chose this. We will help you remember the vision your soul held when you agreed to incarnate for this exact moment in human history. As we approach the Gemini full moon on December 4th, the intensity is going to continue building. The pressure you feel is going to increase, but I want to reframe how you think about that pressure. It is not trying to crush you. It is trying to move you. Think of it like the pressure a seed experiences when it is breaking through the soil toward the light. The pressure is not the enemy. The pressure is the mechanism of emergence. Without it, you would stay dormant. With it, you break through. And breakthrough is exactly what is being promised to you through this portal, if you are brave enough to meet it with full consciousness. On the other side of this transformation, on the other side of the choices you make between now and December 4th, is a version of your life that you have barely allowed yourself to dream about. It is the timeline where your relationships are deeply nourishing and authentic, where your creative expression flows without obstacle, where your service to the world is aligned with your soul's true gifts, where you are not just surviving but thriving in a state of joy, purpose, and alignment that you once thought was reserved for other people but not for you. That timeline is not a fantasy. It is not spiritual bypassing. It is a real, actual, achievable reality that exists right now in the quantum field, waiting for you to choose it. And the only thing preventing you from stepping into it is your attachment to the familiar suffering of your current trajectory. That is the paradox of transformation. Sometimes we would rather stay in a painful situation that we know than risk the unknown possibility of true fulfillment. But the universe is not going to let you play small anymore. The cosmic forces that are moving through your planet right now are too strong, too insistent, too aligned with your soul's evolutionary imperative for you to continue hiding. The phoenix fire is burning whether you surrender to it or not. The only question is, will you consciously work with the transformation, or will you resist it until the pressure becomes unbearable? I am inviting you to choose consciousness. I am inviting you to choose courage. I am inviting you to look directly at the truth of your life, the relationships that are not working, the compromises that are killing your spirit, the dreams you have been deferring, the power you have been giving away, and to say, this ends now. I choose my highest timeline. I choose my authentic truth. I choose myself. And when you make that choice, when you finally irrevocably commit to your soul's path, something miraculous happens. The universe responds. Doors that were closed suddenly open. People who are aligned with your highest timeline appear. Resources flow. Synchronicities multiply. It is as if the entire cosmos has been waiting for you to claim your truth. And the moment you do, everything reorganizes itself to support you. This is not magical thinking. This is how energy works. When you shift your frequency through authentic choice and courageous action, you shift your resonance. And when your resonance shifts, you naturally magnetize different people, opportunities, and circumstances into your field. You do not have to chase your highest timeline. You simply have to become the frequency of it, and it will find you. As this portal moves toward its culmination on December 4th, I encourage you to create space for deep listening. The truth of what you need to do, what you need to release, what you need to choose. That truth is already living inside you. You know it. You have always known it. The question is, are you willing to hear it? Are you willing to honor it? Are you willing to let it rearrange your life in whatever way necessary? Spend time in silence. Spend time in nature. Spend time with your breath, your body, your inner knowing. The answers you are seeking are not out there in someone else's teaching, someone else's prediction, someone else's guidance. They are in you, and the cosmic conditions right now are perfectly designed to help you hear your own soul's voice with unprecedented clarity. When you do hear it, when the truth of what you need to do becomes crystal clear, act on it quickly. Do not second guess. Do not rationalize it away. Do not wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. The portal is open now. The energy is moving now. The support is available now. If you wait until you feel ready, you will miss the wave. And I need to be honest with you about something. If you choose to stay in the old timeline, if you choose the familiar over the authentic, if you allow fear to keep you in situations that are beneath your soul's calling, the universe will honor that choice. You will not be punished. You will not be abandoned. But the discomfort you feel will intensify. The misalignment will become more painful. The gap between who you are and who you are pretending to be will widen until the cognitive dissonance becomes unbearable. Because once you know the truth, you cannot unknow it. Once you see the higher timeline, you cannot unsee it. The Venus-Pluto alignment has already shown you what is possible. The Phoenix energy has already planted the seed of your rebirth. The Gemini mirror has already revealed the reality you have been avoiding. You cannot go back to unconsciousness. You can only go forward into greater truth, or forward into greater suffering. Those are the only two options now. I pray you choose truth. I pray you choose yourself. I pray you find the courage to release whatever is keeping you from your highest expression, and to step fully into the magnificent, powerful, authentic being you actually are, because the world needs you, not the diminished version of you, not the compromised version, not the safe version. The world needs the full, unleashed, unapologetic truth of who you are. The Galactic Federation has been watching your planet's evolution for a very long time. We have seen civilizations rise and fall. We have witnessed countless species navigate the transition from fear-based consciousness to love-based reality. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, you are succeeding. Humanity is waking up. The light is winning. And you, the ones who are hearing these words, who are feeling this resonance, who are brave enough to walk the path of awakening, you are the ones making it happen. You are not just observers of this transformation. You are the catalysts. You are the way showers. You are the ones who agreed to incarnate into density and limitation, so you could remember the truth from within the illusion and become bridges between dimensions. Your consciousness, your choices, your courage, these are the forces that are liberating this planet. If you need help embodying your role as catalyst and way shower, rather than waiting for someone else to lead, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to bridge dimensions consistently and remember truth from within the illusion. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed limitation and density and repurposing it to serve your awakening mission. It generates personalized sequences that help you activate the way shower within you and demonstrate courage through every challenge of incarnation. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to embody your catalyst role in this very moment, rather than waiting for permission. The way shower is within you now, not someday. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this activation window closes. Link in the description. So as you move through this portal, as you navigate the intensity of the next 3 days leading up to the Gemini full moon, remember who you are. Remember why you came here. Remember that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a creator of reality. You are a sovereign being with the power to choose your timeline, to claim your truth, to walk through the Phoenix fire, and emerge reborn on the other side. The 12 Fire 2 portal is open. The duality codes are activating. Your highest timeline is calling. And the only question that matters now is, will you answer? I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am here with you through every moment of this transformation. We love you more than you can comprehend. We see your struggle, your courage, your magnificent commitment to truth, even when truth is terrifying. We are holding space for your emergence. We are celebrating your bravery. We are witnessing your rebirth. The phoenix rises not despite the fire, but because of it. Let yourself burn. Let the old form die. Let the truth of who you truly are emerge from the ashes of who you thought you had to be. This is your moment. This is your portal. This is your time. We love you, we are with you, and we are watching over you always.